December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Right down. You ready?
15, check back 15. Here we go, G. It's just me and you. It's just...
Wait.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 37. Check.
Hand me.
Watch safety creeping. Safety.
Express.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. He's got it to Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
First down, Raiders.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get in there. Check nickel.
Raider 2.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 3.
This is Jalen Richard, the 4th-year man from Southern Miss. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. It's Williams on the catch. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A., where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and the Raiders really have high hopes for this 27-year-old receiver. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Go!
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now Carr. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Yellow. There's a line.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 16, Mahomes steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line. Wait. I've got little lady.
Championships, baby. Check your hot read. Slip.
They'll run on 1st down. West And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Second and 11 at the 12-yard line.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
Third down and 12.
Bring it, guys. Fight. Go, go, go. Hey, watch this.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Give them 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's first and 10 at the 16-yard line.
It's first. Crouch. Watch twist. Pilot, 64, weak. Slam. Slide down. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Down. 180. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Kill. Purdue. Kill. Shoot.
From the 22, Carr. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Carr now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10.
Check 50. Who's right, Chief? Kill. Turn up.
Carr gives him a shard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down now, Richard. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
180. We're good. 180. We got 3. Three down. White.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Butker now to kick this one away.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
53 is the mic. Who that? Who that? Check 20.
Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. Avoids him at the 40. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
93. 93. Big gap. Alert 3. Alert 3. Kill. Check. Your mind. Lucky. Shift. Express.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Caught by Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Right Monday down. Back. No. Off. That's right. We got double up.
Carr. It's complete to Williams. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. For these Raiders and quarterback Derek Carr, the Chiefs, they have been their kryptonite in the AFC West. With Derek Carr as a starter, just 2-8 against KC, 2-6 before Mahomes became the starter. And the road not likely to get any easier anytime soon.
Hey, high 7. You must be getting tired. Express. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
To throw again on second down. Carr. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
Watch out. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Under 10. Hey, 734. Deuce. Check.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr, this complete to Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
61, matchbox, right. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field. Right down. Watch twitch. Hey, 734. Hey, Alpha. 12, Zumbo. Watch twins. Watch twins. Shit. Express.
Carr now on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That time Juan Thornhill, the rookie from Virginia, batting it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Check 6 guys. You're mine. Express.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Hey, Haywood.
To throw, it's Carr. Got his man, it's Williams. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The kick by Carlson is good. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
15. Hey, 43. 51. Let's go. Let's get our guys.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Hardman, the 2nd-round pick out of Georgia, really showcased his speed at the combine, running a 4.3 340, and should help give Patrick Mahomes another versatile playmaker to work with at the receiver position. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check, 43. 15. 15. Check. Okay.
Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's Eric Harris who picks it, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Kill. 50's to Mike. Big stop, G. Later, 9. Mike's 50. Know your job. Hey, Mike 50. Who's right, Chief? Watch the run. Tighten up. Low. Express. Switch. Check safety. Check 20.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Looking downfield for Jones. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good pickup there, a 22.
2 yards. And a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. Going deep here for what? It's caught at the 10. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
25 the mic. We'll go 25 the mic. Or big. Get in the weight room.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. The rookie there defensively to knock it away, Trayvon Mullen.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because they have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Every day, any day. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
29.
On first down, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. 20. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Max Crosby make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. To try again after the sack, Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson, Trayvon Mullen. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Stay at home, stay at home. Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the screen.
Carr now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. To throw his Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
On second and 7, Carr finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Down. 185. Express.
On first and goal, Washington. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. DeAndre Washington, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs go for first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up first and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Check 43. He's checking. 15. What's that? 15. Hey, 15. Right side.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The ball carrier. He was brought down by cavemann-15's. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes flushed out right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they regain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we're good. 180. Express. Motion. Check 4. Hatchet.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First down, Raiders.
Monday, down. You want it, eh? 50, Mike, 50. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. White Monday. 6:37. Hey, Charlie. 50's the Mike. I got him.
On first and 10, here's Carr. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
On first down, Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Switch it. Come here, switch it. Tight dog. Raider 1. Check 3. Check.
Throwing after the interception. Carr got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. On first and 10, Carr. He completes it to Jones. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Carr now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. This is caught. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, That's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a carry for Jacobs. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Check right. 694. Express. 50. I'm going to run you over. Mike.
Throwing his car on third down. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cleveland Farrell able to record his 5th sack of the season. Mahomes now to throw. Eluding and Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Down. 185. Hey, 734. 80 weapon. That's it.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.